What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at a local pond. We're going to be throwing one of these Geecrack Qbombs. I've been wanting to test one of these guys out for a while. I'm thinking in this cold weather, that subtle action, fishing it kind of like a wacky rig is going to get us some fish up on the shore, up on the bank. So if you guys want to follow along and see some fish catches with a Qbomb, I think there's some in this video, so let's do it. On this other side, it looks more like a drop-off. I guess we'll start with the Qbomb. There's a little drop off right here. Let's see if we can get a bite doing this. Let's see, nothing on the Qbomb. Let it sink down further. There we go. He took it and ran. There we go, guys. There we go. Guys, right there. Yes, sir. Look how pretty that fish is, guys. Oh my gosh. That fish is gorgeous. Oh yeah. Look at that, guys. That is awesome. Right there on the Qbomb. Alton Jones Jr. Geecrack Qbomb. I got this at the Tackle Shack. Guys, beautiful bass, beautiful coloring, got a good tummy on them. Yes. Thanks for biting, bud. Appreciate you, man. That was a pretty solid fish to start off with. Right here on the Qbomb. If you guys don't know what this is, it's literally just a little ball with some hair on it, and I'm using the Core Tackle wacky shot on top to throw it around, so it actually works perfect for that. But what I did was, it's cold out here, guys. It's probably, probably 40 degrees outside. So I just took it, I just threw it out there, and I really just let it sink. You work it almost like you would like a wacky rig, honestly. Let it sink down, flutter down, and then you just kind of give it a couple pops up, let it flutter back down. Same as you would like a wacky rig. You can kind of shake it a little bit more, and those little hairs will kind of just flutter. So if you want to kind of bring your rod tip up and just shake it really good, that can draw a bite like that. Let it sink, bring it up nice and slow, let it sink, kind of switch up your retrieve. But that was a good fish, and he took it and ran too, because it wasn't that far when I set the hook on him. He got away with it a little bit. So very happy we got that fish. So let's see if we can catch another fish doing the same thing, and then maybe we could switch back to a glide and see if we can get a fish to come up and eat that Doom Rider. It goes down a lot more quickly. So in that cold water, I feel like with that drop off, the fish can come up, eat if it warms up during the day, and they could slip back out when it's cloudy like today and cold. They could slip back out deeper. This pond is actually pretty deep. I'm not sure how deep this pond is, but it's a pretty deep pond. I mean, I would go as far to say that out there in the middle, this is probably 15 foot or more. I mean, it's a deep little pond. And on the other side behind me, there's a bigger pond, and I'm pretty sure that one gets to like 20, 30 foot deep. I mean, it gets deep. So, yeah. Oh, I feel one. He's running at me. There it is. There we go. Yeah, on the Qbomb, guys. I did the same thing last time. I let him sink all the way down to the bottom. I let it sink down. And when I let it sink down, the fish are grabbing it, guys, because they're out deeper. There he is. And that's how you want them to eat it. Choked it, man. That fish choked it. Holy crap. Awesome. And then honestly, I'm thinking this will pop right out. Yep, look at that. Popped right out. Beautiful fish. This one's smaller, but still a really pretty fish. Choke that Qbomb right there down the gullet. Beautiful fish. Let's get him back in the water and then let's keep fishing. I wonder if there's any more quality fish, but guys, same thing as last time. I'm just gonna kind of cast it out there where it's a little bit deeper. I'm leaving my bell open, I'm letting it sink. Easy. That glide, I wonder if I threw my glide out there and let it sink down far and then worked it, if they'd come up and eat it. These fish aren't super big though. I think behind me in that pond, if you can see it on this side, I think there's bigger fish on that side. So, you know, but it's down there. I just popped it up. Maybe I can get a fish to come up and play. I'm dancing on the bottom a little bit. The sun's starting to go down. It goes out that way. Oh, guys, I thought I had one. I might have. He might have just barely grabbed it before I did that. See if he comes back. Yep, he came back. He came back. Little guy. Little guy. We're gonna take it. He came back for it, guys. I just paused it after I pulled it out of his mouth and just let it drop back down, and he came back and crushed it. Small guy, but we'll take them. They actually got smaller. Each fish has gotten smaller and smaller. The first one wasn't terrible. The second one was and this one's a dink. You know, small guy, nothing crazy, kind of dinky, but on the Qbomb, so pretty cool. Okay, on this pond right here, this, you can see this one's much larger. You can see there's a little bit of a breeze pushing a little bit of the water this way. It looks pretty glass calm on camera, but there is a slight like ripple coming this way. It looks dirty right up on the bank. A little bit more murky water on this side, I guess, because that little bit of current or that little bit of wind, like slight breeze, it's a little bit dirtier. But I think just tossing her out there, this drops off really fast. I know for a fact that this drops off really fast right off this bank. Like it goes like right there at the edge, that grass you see literally is grass standing up at the water. I mean, right there off the edge, I think it drops like 4 or 5 foot. And then where I'm at right now, it's probably another 4 or 5 foot. So it might be 8 foot deep right there, honestly. We're just gonna let that flutter down and see if we can catch a fish kind of over there. I know there's grass in here. So maybe this Qbomb right on the top of that grass might do us some work. Yeah, I could feel some grass. I feel a little bit of grass at the bottom there. So we're gonna kind of work it and see if the fish will come up and smoke it. The rod I'm using is this St. Croix Bass X. And it's a medium fast rod, 7-1 medium fast. I would probably change it up next time I throw a Qbomb. This light, I might roll with a medium light so you can really get a better cat. Oh, I got a fish. That one feels decent. That feels pretty decent. That one feels decent. Better than the last ones. Not bad. Not a bad fish. Better than the last one, not as good as the first one. Qbomb. He came up and smoked it, guys. These fish are cold, but came up and smoked it. Yeah, this Qbomb's a cold water killer, dude. Especially if these bass, you know, if you put this little core shot on top, the core wacky shot on top, add a little bit of weight to let it sink a little bit further, you can fish it a little bit deeper. Literally, I just let that sink and then just barely lifted it up and the fish grabbed it. So right on that grass out there, they're probably sitting up in it a little deeper, and that coming up out the grass, he decided to come up and grab it. So not too bad. It's another fish for us.